What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Geordie, and welcome back to F1 24 Driver Career Mode for the Texas Grand Prix. And if you missed last episode, it was the Singapore Grand Prix. We got new regulations officially announced. It was for the powertrain and durability, so we are working on adapting those parts. We are bringing no more upgrades to this car, and quite frankly, I said it a while ago, we don't really need to. You know, Williams have already had their best season in years, you know, battling for P4 in the constructors with Aston Martin and Mercedes, and honestly, we're mostly battling with Fernando Alonso for who gets that P4 in the standings. So unless Mercedes start working together really well and bringing in some really good points, I don't see Mercedes catching up to us. But Aston Martin and Fernando Alonso, we really need to keep an eye on, and hopefully Albon can bring in some solid points as well. He's been a bit unlucky as of late. So we'll see if we can start bringing him ahead of Lance Stroll, of course. He's not that far off of Stroll, and really the battle lies with me and Alonso. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's actually get into the specialists, see what they've got in store for us and what we need to do to level them up. We've got use overtake ERS mode for 45 seconds during a race weekend. Okay. Or reach a speed of 200 miles an hour, and it is Texas, so I think we could definitely reach that during the weekend. For the chassis department, perform 300 gear shifts during a single session. I want to see if that's even possible, so with the 35% distance that we've got. So we'll have that. What about the QA tester, the durability guy? Yeah, that one's easy. We'll go with that one. And the strategy analysis, yeah, we always go for the perfect the race strategy practice program. Always. Okay, so yeah, we got a few upgrades coming into the car. A few upgrades have already been acknowledged and, you know, passed all right. Roll dampers we have now. Getting some more weekly resources.
Our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
And boom, that is pretty much all our powertrain parts protected, and now all we need to do is start focusing on protecting these durability parts. So yeah, we've done a really good job of protecting and adapting those parts so far. We've got more weekly resources right here, so once again we're going to put them towards the car. I think, yeah, Albon is protecting certain parts as well, so that's something to keep an eye on. Or he might be purchasing parts, who knows. Can't actually adapt any of these. Actually, 1 point off of that. That's insane. Okay, I guess we need more resources. The issue is that, you know, Albon gets a hold of the points and, you know, spends them himself, unfortunately. Okay. We got this one. Okay, well, Albon's got his eye on that one. Albon's also got his eye on that one. Albon's also got his eye on that one. Okay, we'll protect this part. Boom. So we got 4 more parts to protect in the durability department before we don't really have to worry with that anymore. And without further ado, we'll see if we got the reliability testing upgrade. Yes.
Fabricated, and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
So that is awesome. Let me test our audio first. So that is awesome. Let me test. Yeah, okay. Let's go. So, yeah, without further ado, we're now going into the circuit of the Americas, and this one is going to be a special one, as this is a sprint weekend, and this will it's finally come, the time has finally come for us to finally see that these sprint weekends have been fixed. You know, before we'd go into sprint qualifying and all the drivers wouldn't use the mediums as they're supposed to in SQ1 and 2. They would just use the softs that they had throughout the whole thing. And so, yeah, this is now finally the time where we're actually going to be using mediums on a qualifying lap, which is going to be certainly very, very interesting. So in terms of vehicle parts, the MG UK is getting near to 50%. The turbocharger is over 50%, but I'm going to still keep it as it is because I haven't really, you know, seen a problem with it just yet. So I think we could let that go just a little bit longer before we fit in some new parts. Let's actually have a look at the progress. history. Alpine have brought in some major upgrades to the car. They have gone well over the rest of the rest of the back markers with that upgrade. We've brought in upgrades properly in line with Aston Martin. Pretty much every team has brought in a similar level of upgrade to this Grand Prix. So not much has actually changed in the grand scheme of things, but we'll see what these upgrades can do and how they make the car feel as we now go into free practice 1 for the Texas Grand Prix. So we've got race strategy, track acclimatization, and tyre management. Let's go. So that's a lot of programming to do during this practice session. It's only one session of practice.
The passionate US crowds are gathering, so too are the drivers and teams ready to get some all-important data ahead of race day.
Oh, okay. There's Lewis Hamilton. He's won the recent Grand Prix in real life, the British Grand Prix. But this is not real life. This is a totally different 2024 season where Williams are on the up. Well, we are anyway, but this is a fast track to that.
Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Okay, so we're going to go out on the hard tyres first things foremost. We're actually going to do our usual setup first. Boom. And now let's just get out onto the track and do as many laps as we possibly can in our one and only practice session.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Whew. We've only got about 6 Grand Prix to go till the end of the season. I cannot wait to reach the end of it. I am really, really excited to experience the, pre-season modifiers and a shorter race calendar, to be quite honest. And here we go. One of the best tracks in the game. It's why it's in the beta every bloody year, I swear. But yeah, we got 30 minutes to get all of these practice programs done. So we're going to prioritize track acclimatization and the race strategy program. Those are the important ones. Tyre management, if we have enough time to do it, we'll do it, but we only have one set of mediums, so there's only so much we can really do, to be quite honest. Right, let's put it on hot lap. And let's go. Hopefully we can do this in one lap. That would really save us a lot of time. Oh man, you serious? First corner already failed.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
I think that was us reaching 200 miles an hour, so there's that objective done. Yeah, low speed corners really not our strong suit. I mean, Singapore really proved that for us. P5 was really overachieving on that front. So, you know. But Texas has some really high speed sections as well, which will really work to our advantage, especially on these long straights. All we gotta do is polish that lap, and then that's this program pretty much done. Much better turn one for us there. My phone has gone off for some reason. Hold on. What is that doing turning off? Why did the live stream pause? The live stream paused itself on my phone, and so my phone like switched off.
Program complete, and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Well, that's the first program done. Now I need to rush back and get started on race strategy. Alright, I believe we could do a lot better on pit entry, but not the worst in the world. Definitely could lose a lot of time though, so definitely need to do a bit better there. But yeah, I'm feeling quite confident around this track, and to be fair, it was one of the first tracks I ever did on this game back in the first beta, so I knew it would be a track that I'd be very comfortable at. Alright, time to go on to the mediums and race strategy.
Okay, that's all the checks complete, we're ready to go.
Alright, you know the drill. We're just pushing these mediums as much as we can to try and get a gauge on tyre wear. I was going to ask, how does everybody have access to softs, but we purposely do harder tyre allocations, as otherwise we don't actually get access to the hards in practice sessions, or at least in FP1. Like, I want access to the hards in FP1. Oh no, I think we get more mediums, because you actually get given a set of mediums in qualifying, which I don't need at all. That's normal qualifying, by the way. In sprint quali it's different, but yeah. Alright, here we go. Race strategy program started. A little bit of unsettling on the curb there for sure, but I still stand by everything I said in the video I made earlier today. That it still doesn't feel like enough. Oh, I really don't like that Sonoda's getting in the way here. Dirty air, of course, causes a lot of understeer. That's definitely going to hurt the time a little bit. Got a bit of overtake to make it up. Alright. Good pace. That's what it says anyway. Yeah, so quite balanced dose of tyre wear across the board. That's nice. Usually it's one tyre that gets the brunt of it, and then the rest are quite fine. That lap was half a tenth slower than the second lap. Wow. Now we're struggling to make it through this sector. Lots of understeer settling in now. That lap wasn't much slower, that's good. And now we're on to the final lap of the programme.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. You got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Wow, that lap was a lot slower. Alright, let's burn off some of this battery.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
And we do have enough time to get back into the pits and then start a tyre management programme. Probably not with these mediums though. We'll have to do them. We'll have to do it with the hards because these mediums are spent. They wear out. The tyres wear out quite quick. Nearly 30%. Jesus. And that's just 5 laps. 5.5 laps. Dread to think what they'll be like in the race. These are vehicle parts, engine parts, and the percentage of their wear. And as I said earlier on, the MG UK and the turbocharger are the next ones to be replaced. Probably for the next Grand Prix. That's not the most difficult pit entry ever, I'll say that. Okay. Yeah, I feel quite confident. I'm not sure about the tyre wear, to be honest. I think it wears out quite a bit. So I don't think we'll be using the softs anytime soon. Maybe not even in the sprint, like... Well, we are at 35% race distance, so there is that, but like... I don't know. That was a lot of tyre wear from just 5 laps on the medium, so I dread to think... Like, 30% from just 5 laps. 7 if you count the in-lap and the out-lap. Yeah, that's quite a lot, that is. It's quite a lot. Alright, so I guess we're going to go on to the hards for tyre management. No, that was close. Nearly went onto the mediums. We're just going to have to go out in the hards because the mediums are not going to be able to do much there.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Alright, our final practice program of our only practice session. Let's go.
Because temperature's so important for your tyres, cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people treating this like an FP3 session. Might affect their race strategy, who knows? Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's done any practice on the mediums neither, which might also affect them for sprint quali. Who knows? We'll definitely be at the advantage. Might have to start lifting a bit earlier. It's fine, we'll make up the time on the back straight for sure.
Program complete. A job well done. We got some
Let's
excellent
go.
data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
That was tough, but we got it.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
There we go. That was really tough. I wonder if that would have been easier had we done it on mediums, but those mediums were knackered, so there was no way I was going to be able to do it on them anyway. So yeah, let's get back to the garage, and that's it. That's it for practice, and we're right into sprint quali, so yeah. And it has been fixed apparently, so it was fixed a couple of patches ago, but we just haven't had a sprint weekend yet since that patch to really test it out. So yeah, the sprint qualifying was proper broken when we tried it the last few times, because obviously you had mediums, and then softs set for SQ3, and just everybody was using the softs in SQ1 and 2, which just wasn't fair, you know. You just end up using the same set of softs across 3 qualifyings, which just pretty sure that's not how they do it in real life, so yeah. But now, of course, it should have been fixed, so, and apparently it was, so you know, we're about to experience sprint qualifying basically how we were supposed to from the very beginning. Let's go. Alright. There you go. So that should be all of them done. I mean, there's one extra part, but whatever. Alright. That's our practice done, pretty much.
Incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop here, though.
So now it's just, yeah, sprint qualifying. Let's go. But we got some good R&D points from that session. It was a very successful session for us, so that's basically all that matters in the end. All right. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love this track. It's like Silverstone mixed with the Yas Marina mixed with Istanbul Park. If only that was in the game. It's great. Obviously, one of the highlights is that triple apex corner of turns 16, 17 and 18, and be wary on the exit because it's a very short run to a small braking zone for 19. There's a lot of time to be gained there as you can carry a lot of speed, but even more to be lost if you aren't paying attention. Alright. Let's go into R&D and continue to adapt these durability parts, of course. So, we've got the ICE. I think the ICE and the gearbox would be the ones we'd want to protect the most. But there's not really much that we can protect with the measly R&D points that we are getting, of course. So, you know, but that's one more part protected. That's what matters. And now we finally get to experience sprint qualifying as it was intended to be,
It's a United States love
and
affair
as it
with
is in real
Formula
life.
One at the moment. So what a thrill for everyone today to see our drivers lapping COTA at full hot lap speed. It's the circuit of the Americas, and it's qualifying.
Oh yeah. Oh, new cutscene. And there's my helmet. Nice. They really hyped that up in, like, you know, the trailers and stuff. You know, oh, we added more cutscenes to add to the presentation. Like, they're little 3-second cutscenes. They don't mean anything. You know, like, I thought it was going to increase presentation to the level of how it used to be in, like, F1 2018, for example. You know? I can't wait to go back to that game. And, you know, well, we're going to F1 2016 next. So, yeah, I can't wait to go back to those games and, you know, properly experience those and their career modes in full. It's going to be really cool. So, yeah, we're only going to do about 3 seasons of F1 24. Maybe 4, because I'm starting to enjoy it again to the level as I was with F1 23. We'll just see, because, like, of course, we're live streaming the entirety of Season 1 right now, but the seasons after this, so Season 2 and 3, they're going to be recorded and edited. Maybe the odd live episode here and there, but mostly recorded and edited. So we'll just see how I feel doing episodes of them, whether or not we do a 4th season. But either way, by the end of this year, we'll be done with F1 24. I'm not going to do it for the entirety of the life cycle like I did with 23, because I don't want to get burnt out. You know, these games are quite similar year on year, and I just don't want to get burnt out. But I still want to do F1 content at the same time, so it's like, you know, I'll take a little bit of a break, but not at the same time. Like, we'll just go back to an old F1 game. Which is great for me, because I actually haven't played a lot of the older Cody's F1 games. You know, I started with F1 2018's demo, so it'd be nice to finally play the full game. I played a whole season of F1 2019. It was my first full season in an F1 career mode. And I did 2020 as well, MyTeam. And then, of course, F1 23. I brought it to YouTube. And the rest is history. But yeah, look at this. Now it's been mandated, so look, they're reserved, you can't use them anymore, that is awesome. So, we're all meant to be using mediums. Awesome.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Alright! So, a qualifying lap on the mediums. I cannot believe we are about to do this. Let's go. This is proper exciting. So obviously we're going to push from the get-go, use overtake, all that jazz. We should be able to make it to SQ2 at the first time of asking. That's how it's been most this season, and I feel quite strong around this track. It's got some really long straights, so yeah, I think we'll be fine, because we've got the most powerful engine on the grid, and you know, as long as the track hasn't got a lot of low speed corners, we're going to be just golden. You know, Singapore, a weak track for us, but Texas is like the opposite. It's going to be great.
That's
Fucking TV going on standby.
P13, P13.
I don't need you to tell me that when I haven't even set a lap yet. It's so pointless. Alright, here we go. We really pushed the ERS to its limits then. And that was P1. That was a lap worth P1. We really pushed it. By nearly 4/10. Not half bad, that. Albon's gone out for another lap, I think. I don't know, I heard the click. There you go. I think most people only set one lap. Although I'm pretty sure I heard Albon go for another lap. Yeah, he did, and went slower. I wonder why he went for a second lap then. Because he was already in the clear. Or maybe not. Look at that. So, maybe he went as a safety precaution just in case, because Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri are out. They didn't even set laps. They didn't even try. I wonder if they've got grid penalties or something. Because, wow, I've never seen the AI not even try to set a lap in qualifying, even if they do have a grid penalty, you know? How strange. Okay, Albon's gone out, I think. I think he's right behind Hamilton, that's why I can't see him. Okay. Yeah, alright. Let's go then.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave.
I like this. It's a proper shake-up. I was really hoping we'd get this new format, to be honest. They made no announcements on it, but it was one of the things I was most looking forward to. I didn't really like how the sprint weekends were in 2022 and the first half of 23. I wish they had updated it for F1 23, but, you know. I'm glad it's here now. We may have impeded Russell. I don't know. Getting out of the way of Bottas there. Hopefully that didn't cause any issues with our mediums. McLaren's coming our way, so we'll just make sure to drive to the left hand side so we're not getting in the way of him if he is setting a lap. Yep, he is. Maybe he's not, I don't know. Alright, here we go. SQ2 lap. Let's do it. Feeling a lot of grip on these mediums right now. Feel really good.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Make up a lot of time on that main straight, or well, the back straight. Whew, once again, P1. The car is strong around this track. A lot stronger than it was at Singapore. 2/10 ahead of Max Verstappen. And Albon, I think, just about made it to SQ3, so let's go. And he was quicker than Stroll. That's awesome. That is awesome. Alright. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot more now. Now that it's been fixed, sprint qualifying. It is a lot cooler. But here we go, soft tyres. We'll go out a bit later. Here we go.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
So I haven't done a lap on the softs yet, so this might not be good, but whatever. Our pace is really good. P1 in both SQ1 and SQ2, so surely it can't be that different here. And I have an itchy nose. Right, whatever. Let's go. There is our championship rival, Fernando Alonso. Which makes a lot of sense that he is our championship rival, because that's literally who we're trying to beat in the drivers' standings right now, because that, honestly, our battle with Alonso really dictates who gets P4 in the constructors. And we want that to be Williams right now. Alright, here we go. Insane amounts of grip. Ooh, that wasn't a purple sector. It usually is for us. Sector 2 is usually purple, as it was for SQ1 and 2, but not this time, so the AI have stepped it up for SQ3. Oh, and it's P4. It's P4. As of right now, Albon's got a P6. Wow.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
So we could be looking at double Williams points in the sprint, which could be amazing. We're going to drive back to the pits now. And hopefully we don't start to bog down. That was a very good sprint qualifying for us. I'm quite surprised we didn't get the P1 after SQ1 and 2, but also not surprised at the same time. Alright, that was not bad. P4, I don't think anyone else is out on the track right now. I didn't see Albon though, so he might still be out on track. Trying to look at my my mirrors to see if I can see him. Is he in there? Yeah, he is. Okay. I didn't see him when I came into the pits. But there you go. That's sprint qualifying done, and it is quite a successful day for the team. We've got an Alpine in the top 10. That's crazy. We're ahead of Alonso. That's what matters. And Perez has bogged down to P10 as Max Verstappen takes pole for the sprint. And we got an upgrade to pace. That's good. We're getting closer and closer to that 77 overall rating, which could be big. Honestly, I think they should change SQ1. Like, have people use the hards for that session, mediums for SQ2, and then softs for SQ3. That sounds awesome. I'd love to see hards used in qualifying. I think they did that at some point last year. I don't know what Grand Prix it was, but I know they did it. Anyway, 7 laps of the sprint coming up. Let's go. Quite a long wait there.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top?
I'm ready.
We're racing then today in Travis County, Texas, around the 20 corners of this wonderful Circuit of the Americas. We'll be reaching speeds of around 200 miles per hour here today, and there are plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the long back straight into turn 12. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row.
All right.
As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, the rookie, Norris, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Ocon, Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Joe, Hulkenberg, Leclerc, and Oscar Piastri.
Wow.
Which of these drivers will get
I wonder why they
today?
didn't set a lap.
We'll soon find out. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver?
Talking about me,
What do the
I
final
guess.
hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go...
Shut up, man. I'm sick of hearing about pre-race
Still in with a
rituals.
chance of winning this title. We need you to push as hard as you can in the 5 remaining races.
The only way I'm going to win the title is if Verstappen DNFs every single race from here on out. Stop telling me I've got a chance to win the title. No, I do not. We need to focus on P4 in the Constructors. Alright, so we could go softs or mediums, and I guess we're going to go with the softs. So, yeah, let's go. Sprint. Let's go. Oh, a lot of people are on the mediums, so we could get a really good start, and we'll have to make the most of it as well.
Okay, so our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap.
So I wonder if this means they'll be down a set of mediums for the full race. That's an interesting thought, because am I the only one on softs? I am, other than K-Mag. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot more grip than these guys for the first couple of laps, but it's going to degrade quite quickly. So we really do need to make the most of these softs from the get-go. I thought Sainz was going to pit then. It really looked like it.
Okay, incredible
Perfect,
parking
let's
there.
go.
Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
Aiming a little bit to the right, see if we can
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid.
start
Coming up
pressing
now, be
Hamilton as soon as we
patient.
can.
Watch for the-
And it's lights out and away we go. Hamilton's got a really good start. Pretty much everybody up front has gotten a good start here. As we look to maybe press Sainz. We're going to have a lot more grip in this sector, that's for sure. Although the tyres are quite cold, it feels. We're going to see these tyres. Oh, I think we're actually using a set from SQ3, perhaps. We're going to have a little dive bomb on Sainz. That is beautifully executed. And now this is where we're really going to want to start pushing. Try and get as close to Hamilton as humanly possible. Here we go. Hamilton's got the inside, but we'll have the inside going into the next corner, side by side with Lewis Hamilton. Had to go off track just a little bit, but the overtake was legal. And here we go.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Alright. Let's start pushing towards Verstappen then, who's managed to develop a little bit of a lead here. So we need to make sure we can get within DRS of him. Which might be easier said than done, to be quite honest, as he is actually extending his lead, unfortunately. So I don't know what we're going to do, as we will not have DRS down this straight. We're going to be in quite a bit of trouble. I'll turn hot lap on, but Hamilton is going to easily overtake us. I think we should probably use this section to regain some ERS here. And I think this is basically going to be a battle for second. I don't know how bad these softs are going to get. We didn't really do any practice on them, so it could be pretty bad. But Verstappen is definitely going into the clear. He's going to shoot off into the distance fairly quickly. So we just need to focus on this P2. Wow, look at how much tyre wear we've already got on the rears. That is not a good sign at all. Maybe we should have gone onto the mediums after all. However, we will get DRS down here, so this is really going to help us. But we might even be losing P2. Or not. Hamilton looked to have been saving ERS down the straight. We're going to dive bomb just a little bit here. And that was beautiful. No contact at all. Let's save some ERS. Verstappen's won it. We're not focusing on him. We're going to focus on defending this P2 now. Maybe slow down the rest of the grid. Brake a little bit earlier, get a little slow through the corner, and that's just to help Albon a little bit. Lewis Hamilton now, looking for the pass. And we're going to defend that quite aggressively, shut the door on him. And we'll start saving ERS through this section. We can't get overtaken through here anyway. Or at least I'll be quite surprised if we do get overtaken. And that is a good 10% or so saved, so that will really help us down the main straight, or the back straight, sorry. Yeah, we're starting to lose the rear a lot more easier with that 30% tyre wear. And there goes Carlos Sainz as well.
Okay, slot in behind and try to keep up with them. There might be an opportunity to take the place back.
It is really not looking good for us so far. Might even lose DRS to Hamilton within half of the next lap, so this might turn into a battle for third, who knows. But yeah, soft's definitely not viable. I'm glad we're finding this out in the sprint race and not the actual race, because oh, that would have been awful. Yeah, this is going to be vital in keeping up with Hamilton. The DRS, for sure.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
I can already feel it, and I think Hamilton might have just managed to knock us out of DRS, literally just about. Yes, he did. So that's P2 gone. And there goes Carlos Sainz. We'll try and dive bomb here just a little bit. Oh, it's getting really close with him. He's actually going to do a dive of his own down the inside. But we managed to hold him off for now. And Lewis Hamilton is gone. He just about managed to knock us out of DRS, so it was close. But Hamilton came out on top. And now it's just a battle for keeping P3. But look at that tyre wear on the softs. Yeah, damn. That's a lot of it. So definitely not using that for the main race, that's for sure. Don't want to use too much ERS. Really didn't give Sainz a lot of space there, and now Lando Norris is looking for the pass. And that is not good for us here. We've lost 2 positions going into turn 1. And you know what, it might be time to let Albon pass. I don't want to hold him up, obviously. I also don't want him to win the rivalry, but it will be really good to get him a lot closer to Lance Stroll. So you know what, we're actually going to let Alex Albon pass here. We'll let Albon pass, turn on overtakers. Fernando Alonso comes up to us now. And look at that, Fernando Alonso, wow! Look at that, Alonso now fighting with Albon. We need Albon to keep that position. Come on, Albono. Get in the middle of them a little bit there. Alonso has still come out on top against both of us. Albon, mate, you are useless. What the hell was that? You call that a defense? That was awful. What was he doing? What on earth was he realistically doing? Wow, Albon, man. Jesus. That was awful. Probably the worst defense. He didn't even try. Like, I'm actually so mad at that. What the hell? I let him pass and everything when we could have just kept that position. And these tyres are like, they're gone. They are absolutely gone. And Alonso is also gone. That's just, that is just the cherry on top. And Albon needs to pass Alonso. Alonso's not even going to have DRS. Come on, Albon. You got to do something. You got to do something for the team. And he's catching up really quick. You got to dive on him. And we're also going to dive. Oh my god, contact with Alonso. But I think we just about... Let's get the replay there. Albon got the pass on Alonso and made the corner, and there is us banging tyres a little bit with Alonso, but no proper damage. And on the last lap, we have clutched it against Fernando Alonso. That's the last thing I would have wanted to happen, us trying to let our teammate through as he was the quicker of us. And, you know, having Alonso, our championship rival, beat us because of that. But look at how much tyre wear in just 7 laps on the softs. That was 63%. Oh my god. Absolutely woeful tyres, and we're definitely not using those for the full race.
Take care of the car on the way in.
A lot of tyre wear around this track, that is for sure. Whew.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.
So that brings Albon just 9 points away from Lance Stroll. So Lance didn't score any points and Albon got 4 on him. So that's really, really good. And we extended our lead over Fernando Alonso by a point, which is great. All right. And we won't watch the highlights for that. Let's just get right into normal qualifying, where things will be a lot better, that's for sure. Should have done mediums, but I don't know how that would have affected the race, so... Like, can you imagine if we didn't have an extra set of mediums for the race and would have had to start on the softs? Like, just from 7 laps, that was 63% tyre wear. I dread to think what any more laps, like 10 laps or something, would have done to us, you know? But we don't have to worry about that now. We are now going into normal qualifying, and the race looks to definitely be a mediums to hard strategy, that's for sure.
With Formula One at the moment, so what a thrill for everyone today to see our drivers lapping COTA at full hot lap speed. It's the Circuit of the Americas, and it's qualifying.
I feel a bit of deja vu with that. Literally the exact same dialogue as we got for the sprint quali. But yeah, here we go, people. Normal qualifying. Oh, we are back. So we're only really going to set 1 lap in Q1. Usually we're okay.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
And we're pretty good at this track, as sprint qualifying showed. So I don't think we have to worry about Q1 at all. So let's set a lap and get through to Q2. Alright, here we go. 133.5 for Fernando Alonso. Let's see if we can beat that. And yes, we do with a 133.3. So that is a good sign of things to come for sure. And that will obviously get us through to Q2. That's what matters. Max Verstappen was the one to beat our time. That makes sense. I'm quite fine with that. And there we go. P4 at the end there. Both Red Bulls and Carlos Sainz quicker than us for Q1. Alright. Alright, time for Q2. So yeah, now this is where it gets real. We set 2 laps in Q2 just to make sure we make it to Q3. Both Aston Martins have come out behind us. There goes Stroll. I'm going to make sure a lot of these guys pass us. And Hamilton. Alright, let's go. One 133.3, that's the time to beat. .133.2, let's go. Alright. So now, we see what everybody else does. Alright. Let's set a lap before everyone else. Here we go. Let's book our spot in qualifying 3. Book our spot in the top 10. Alright, turbocharger is now on its last legs. And we'll be replacing that after this Grand Prix. Alright, here we go. A lot quicker through there, that's for sure. Hopefully we don't get impeded down here. And we're getting impeded. Cheers, Norris. Thanks for that dirty air. Albon, don't impede me, just keep going. Fucking got impeded by my teammate, wonderful. Wow. Wow! Impeded by both Norris and my teammate. Does that knock us out though? Albon got knocked out, there's a little bit of karma. Norris got P3. Wow. So yeah, Albon is still in front of Stroll though, that's the important thing. And we are still in front of Alonso on pure pace, so even while getting impeded, that would have been a really quick lap if we weren't. Alright. So, looks like we're setting the 1 lap in Q3 as usual. Okay. Final lap of qualifying, people. Let's see what we can get. Alright, we only have one shot at this. Right, I really hope I don't get impeded this time. See what we can do. Oh, not a very good turn one from us there. We use a bit of overtake to make up for it. Whew, 132.5. Wow.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
So that could be pole position heading into the Texas Grand Prix. But of course, I think some people are yet to set their final laps yet. So that could be subject to change. We are now going to drive back to the pits.
Verstappen behind you now. You're leading the pack, that's P1. And we're in front of Verstappen, Norris and Perez. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 32.5.
Well, I wanted to know the current fastest lap for guys behind me.
And Verstappen's behind.
Yeah, there's nothing. Wow. Fucking hate this race engineer, man. Useless. Can't even give me the bare minimum, bro. Come on. Alright. Pretty successful qualifying. I don't know where we're going to end up, but we'll find out. And I'm not going to speed things up this time neither, because I know people got glitched before. Alright. That's, wow! Verstappen! 11 thousandths behind. 100ths or whatever. Oh, no, Verstappen was doing his final lap. And he ended up 5/10ths quicker. Wow! That's rapid. Red Bull, I mean, well, Verstappen a cut above the rest with that Red Bull, that's for sure. Wow. 5/10ths! That's insane! That's half a second quicker than me. Crazy. He's going to be difficult to beat then. But at least we're starting P2 right behind him. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do then. We got a race. 20 laps of Kota coming up. Let's go. Mate, I don't know why we have these long-ass loading screens on the PS5 version, bro. Like, is what wound me up a lot about the last-gen version, and I didn't think I'd still have stuff here.
Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to Kota, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix.
As
We're
it
racing
should.
today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles per hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And the rookie completes the front row.
All
Looking
right.
at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Ricciardo, Joe, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals...
Shut up! I don't care about pre-race rituals! God damn it!
So you're going to have to work extra hard to keep them cool. It matters for performance.
This is the new, it's the new Let's Talk About Williams from fucking F1 23, which was just so annoying. Especially since Williams was shit in that game, and he never scored any points, and yet we heard it every time. Like, man, it's so annoying that we get such a repetition of voice lines, man. Alright. So yeah, like I said, mediums to hards definitely going to be the strategy, and no point changing that. So, let's go. P2. Verstappen right there, and we get the inside going into the first corner. So if we can get a good start, we might be able to take P1 from the get-go.
Clutch bright is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
Alright. Fucking hell. Alright, here we go.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Alright,
Keep an eye
here
on
we
the lights.
go.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Here we go, and it's lights out. And let's see if we can get past Verstappen. He's going to try and cut us off here. Wow, that was a really aggressive defense from Max Verstappen, and we are now in trouble. Charles Leclerc managed to jump all the way up to P2 after that really aggressive defense from Max. Wow, really stopping us in our tracks. That was actually really awesome from the AI there, I'll give it that. Great defending. This is going to go a lot better than the sprint did, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's not rush things this time. We've got 20 laps. So we'll just stick behind Leclerc and make a move once the opportunity arises. And hopefully Leclerc can keep up to Verstappen, because if Verstappen shoots off into the distance, I think we can say goodbye to the win once again.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Right, now is a chance for Leclerc to catch up to Verstappen. He gets DRS. Let's see what Leclerc can do. He's not really doing much. Verstappen seems to have a pretty commanding lead in the race right now, just like he does in the championship.
Job. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. Looks like the ERS isn't functioning. The guys are working on a fix.
What do you mean? Seems fine to me. Seems fine to me. Bit of a bug there, telling me that's a problem when there isn't. Maybe a bit of an issue on the engineer's end. Definitely not with me though. Look at that, 12% tyre wear already, just after 3 laps. That's insane. We nearly got knocked out of DRS there, though. We really got to watch it. There's a lot of dirty air coming off of Leclerc, that's for sure. We might be in a bit of trouble here. As Lando Norris looks to make the pass, and we might have to let him pass there. Leclerc now battling with Verstappen. We really need to start saving our ERS, because we got nothing. Verstappen able to hold off Leclerc for now. Yeah, we're starting to struggle just a little bit. It's our first warning. Not good. Looks like the AI are getting a bit of a spike here. Really starting to use the ERS, which is not good for us as we used quite a lot of it. Yeah, look at that. Losing quite a lot of speed compared to the AI here. That's not good. I really hope that's not a sign of things to come as Norris knocks us out of DRS. Oh god. Yeah, they really started boosting. Well, guess we'll have to see what happens. As Russell now looks to make the pass on us. That's not good. And Hamilton, oh my god! As we look to save our ERS, I have no idea what he was trying there. Definitely outbraked himself a little bit though. Yeah, the AI are really starting to outpace us now, which is sad to see. I guess they're doing a little better at tyre management perhaps, or maybe not being as affected by the dirty air as we are. And that might just be down to aero, to be quite honest. Because we are now starting to struggle big time. Yeah, a lot of dirty air now. It's a shame, we had such a good start, but we have fallen down to P5. It's not looking good. And our pit lap isn't till lap 9. But once again, we're getting knocked out of DRS here. What is going on? How did the AI manage to speed up so much? I don't get it. I really don't get it. We're losing so much time compared to the AI. It's so unfair. It feels so unfair anyway. As now Hamilton looks to make the pass, and so does Perez. Look at this though, diving down the inside, and we managed to take both positions back. That's really, really good. But we have lost so much time to the guys ahead. It is such a shame. I have got no idea what's going on, to be honest. It seems the AI just really started to speed things up. Look at this now, we're going to be in a lot of trouble as Lewis Hamilton looks to make the pass. Going into turn 1 here, very easy pass for him, but we're going to see if we can keep up with him. And perhaps finally get some DRS. But it ain't looking good. I mean, look, the AI are gaining so much time on us towards the end of Sector 1. I don't get where they're getting it from. It feels like the AI might be broken again, but it's not. Like, it just feels like genuine pace. It doesn't feel as broken as it did, say, at the beginning of the game's life cycle. So, I've got no idea what's going on, but we are dropping positions like flies right now. Just so much understeer with the car, and now we're going to get dropped out of DRS by Perez, and once again be under a lot of pressure this time from Alonso. Like, we are completely dropping down the grid, and I'm just so unsure as to what's going wrong here. But we're getting a lot of tyre wear. And it just feels like the AI are not nearly as affected by it. Which I just don't understand, as Perez is already nearly knocking us out of DRS, and it's not even the end of Sector 3. I don't get it. What is going on? Seriously, what's going on? I'm going to let Alonso pass here in the hopes that we get DRS, but he'll just drop us through Sector 1. Look at how much understeer we're getting. It's almost as if the AI doesn't get affected by dirty air, you know? And I'd hate if that was the case. But, like, we're losing so many positions here for no reason. I don't get what's going on. Look. Alonso is still managing to maintain that with DRS. We're losing so much speed. And I just can't seem to turn the car. That's another position lost. We have dropped all the way down from P2 to P9. What's going on? Is there an AI difficulty spike around Texas or some fucking shit? I don't fucking understand what's going on, and it's pissing me off now. How are we losing so many positions? I don't get it.
I've got information on Albon for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Yeah, and I feel like we've got a mechanical issue as well. Oh yeah, fucking feel free to not tell me. You fucking cunt game, man. Fuck's sake. Can't fucking fix its team radio. So now we've got fucking team radio issues.
Okay, Sainz is ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Less than a second separates you.
I'm convinced we've got an engine issue. And it might be everything to do with that turbocharger, you know.
7 seconds. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. 13 laps to go.
Fuck off! Shut up, man. I don't need you to tell me how many laps are to go, and I can see it on the fucking steering wheel. We must have some kind of mechanical problem. Or
okay, mate.
It's down to turbocharger.
Here, mate. Please try and look after them.
I wish this engineer would shut the fuck up, man. Right, I'm boxing early. I want to get off these tyres. We've got to try something. It must be down to the turbocharger. But I don't know. Albon's got a mechanical problem. He's dropping positions now, and it's a shame because he was actually running in the points. I don't know what's going on with the car, but we're pitting. We are definitely pitting this lap. Tyres are gone anyway. I don't want to do another lap on these. Something's got to give. We've got to try something.
Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just
okay.
Focus on this pit stop.
We've got to try something. P2 dropping down all the way to P10. I don't get what's going on.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Right. We're on hot lap.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Right. Something's got to give here. So either it's down to our turbocharger or the AI have gotten a spike in difficulty for this particular track. Because it was fine in the sprint, qualifying P2, and then in the race it's just, we've completely dropped off the face of the earth with the pace. Albon's got a mechanical problem, so do we have one as well? I don't know. We have got fastest lap as well. It's got to be an AI spike in difficulty. Hopefully this undercut gets us a few positions back.
The Williams drivers in the pits.
We've actually lost time from doing that, because now Alonso's managed to get out in front of us. What is fucking going on? I don't get it. What is going on in this race? The fact that Alonso... Oh my god. I mean, I think we've undercut Alonso.
Okay, mate, we want to make sure we're saving some ERS, so let's try and charge it up now.
I don't even want to do this race anymore. It feels like the AI have spiked in difficulty on this particular race. Or either that is, or it's the turbocharger, but it's only 61%. It can't be getting affected this much, surely. I don't get what's going on, but we are so slow. Oh man. Albon's in the pits, hopefully they can fix his problem. But look at how much time we're losing. It must be the turbocharger, surely.
Alexander's in the pits. Alexander in the pits.
Managed to undercut Piastri, that's a good thing there. And we've got a little bit of a gap over him. Let's see how quickly it takes for him to catch up though. I mean, look at how much time they're gaining on me. Like, I'm not even doing anything wrong. It just must be the turbocharger. It must be. Either that or it's a difficulty spike. Like, I can't think of any other reason why we just completely dropped from P2 all the way down, like, nearly out of the points now. Like, it's woeful.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Piastri's already within a second, man. It's got to be the turbocharger. What a shame. I thought we'd be fine. Like, I thought it'd be fine at 61%, but clearly not. So that is getting replaced for next episode. That is for damn sure. Not even getting DRS for this main straight. Ah! What a fucking shame. We were in for a big haul of points, man. It has to go down to the turbocharger, because we're losing so much speed on the straights. But it's only started to really affect the car now that it's like 60%. And look at this, Piastri is going to overtake us, and I just don't have the strength to fight him. We'd lose more time by fighting him than actually letting him pass, so... Here goes Oscar Piastri. What a damn shame. So we're battling for 1 point now when we could have been battling for 19. Fuck me.
Come on, you can win that place back.
No, I can't. The car is slow as fuck. 61% turbocharger. That is a damn shame. Yellow flags ahead.
Yellow flag.
It's a McLaren. And it is Lando Norris with another engine failure.
Norris. They're retiring from the race. Okay, clear.
Alright, that's gotten us 2 points now. Why can't you tell me the vehicle condition? What is going on? Why is that still a bug? That was a thing last year. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck this game. I just want to know what's wrong with the fucking car. How have we dropped from P2 to P9 with Ocon closing in on us? I can't even stay within DRS. Like, I barely had DRS this whole fucking race. Albon's battling with Stroll. So I think Albon has that mechanical issue fixed perhaps, but yeah, it must be down to the turbocharger where, because it's the straights where we're getting affected, and quite honestly, we are the most powerful car on the straights, so that just doesn't make sense. I don't believe the AI have had a difficulty spike. I don't know. So it must be the turbocharger where... Such a shame, man. The weekend was going so well, and I thought we might have been able to battle for a win, but I guess that's not the case. As now Gasly is within DRS range. Like, wow. What a torrid time we are having currently. I'm going to see if I can hold Gasly back, because we could maybe still get double Williams points, depending on Albon's pace. So we're going to push Gasly back.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.4 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to start slowing Gasly down. Save my ERS at the same time. Let Albon catch up. Yeah, that's going to be our strategy now. Don't know what Gasly was trying then. I think he might have been going for a switchback. Yeah, it must be down to turbocharger wear, unfortunately. And there goes Alex Albon, he's got a chance. Gasly's looking to make the pass, and I mean, I'm using overtake right now, and he is passing me with literal ease. Big dive bomb on Gasly. I thought Albon was the one that passed me, but Albon must have backed off. I need Albon to get within the points to get in front of Stroll, or get closer to Stroll in the championship standings. Yeah, look at that, 11 seconds ahead already.
11.3 seconds.
Here comes Gasly. Holding back. Albon is now being challenged by Stroll. I can't rely on this guy for anything now. So I guess now we just work on trying to keep the P9.
All over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're about to get knocked out of the points entirely, to be honest. Well, I guess that's what we get for trying to run that turbocharger for as long as possible. Even with overtake, Gasly passes us with ease. Well, that is a nice overtake right there to retake the position. Beautiful. So, I think if we could keep doing that, we can still get the 2 points. Or if Gasly passes us, I don't think Stroll's going to have much of an opportunity.
The turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on
Yep,
it.
I can tell. You don't need to tell me. Stroll passes Gasly now. That's not the person we wanted overtaking him. That's for sure. But Albon is pretty useless, to be honest. Got a little bit of space behind us. As Lance Stroll now looks to make the pass. We've got the inside though. There we go, that's beautiful.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 15.3 seconds.
Albon looking to make the pass on Gasly. As we're looking to recharge our ERS as much as possible. Man, we could have been fighting for the win, but I really should have put a new turbocharger in, shouldn't I? I think I'd planned to, didn't I? But then I thought, you know what, it's only like 50%. It'll be fine. And then, of course, it's a sprint weekend, so it uses more, doesn't it? So now it's like, this is just completely my fault, down to me. And now we're going to want to let, basically defend as much as we can against Stroll in an effort to let Albon go past, because double Williams points, that still comes out as a pretty successful weekend in my book. I didn't mean to make contact, but there goes Albon, but also there goes Stroll. And Albon, oh, he's run out of ERS. Holy shit, there goes Gasly, you motherfucker. I was really trying to help Albon out there. As Stroll now looks to make the pass on Albon. And they're so side by side. But I might just get past Stroll. Oh, just don't have the grip. I have the inside though. Oh, okay. Let's really slow down the grid there as I have no more overtake. We're going to be in a bit of trouble. We managed to get one last dose of DRS though. And there it is. Alex Albon, P9 for him, as we now look to once again save on our ERS, but now it's going to be really difficult to stay in front. But at least now we don't have to focus on trying to get our teammate in front. We need to set a lap time of 1 minute 40. Wow. And then through goes Lance Stroll.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
We've got the inside, however. There you go. Clean as you like. We're not going to be able to do that objective, to be quite honest. Just don't have the power. And honestly, it doesn't really help our strategy, neither. Oh, we might get it still.
Oh, mate,
There we
great
go.
stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Really tried to squeeze Stroll then.
Final lap of the race. Okay, keep an eye on that
Oh,
gap ahead,
Stroll.
please. 3.6 seconds.
Defending hard, knocks us out of the points. And that is basically the cherry on top of a pretty shit race for us. We have just been so slow today. And that is pretty much the icing on the cake. God damn it. I mean, there's still a chance, but we just do not have the speed, and there's more of a chance that we'll get overtaken by Gasly than actually catching up to Stroll, even with this DRS. Desperate dive bomb, and it doesn't work out, as we have lost both positions. What a shitty day that was. And the turbocharger was the thing that spoiled it for us in the end there. But at least we've got Albon more points. But Stroll still gets points as well on the final lap as well. That is such a shame. We really need to get that turbocharger replaced, that's for sure. An awful, awful day at the office for us. Starting P2 and literally just on pure race pace, losing 10 positions. That is our worst race of the season. That was the worst race of the season for us, by far. And it's all down to my decision of not putting a new turbocharger in. I genuinely didn't think it was going to be an issue, but clearly it was.
Wow, that's 3 wins in a row. They really are on a roll now and really building great momentum. They're clearly one to look out for.
Oh, man. That is tough. That was not good. But at least we came out with some points.
Winners, the team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal
From the sprint,
job recently,
rather.
And it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
Wow. So, of course, Max Verstappen, once again, comes out on top. I think with a fresh turbocharger, we would have been able to go for the win. Starting from P2, of course, but... Yep, it is what it is. It's really unfortunate how the turbocharger really degraded at the race and not anywhere else, really. I don't think that was an AI difficulty spike. It didn't feel like it. It was just purely straight line speed and the pace. Like, that was awful. Oh, absolutely awful. So in the standings, Alonso creeps ever closer. And Albon, I think he got more points than Stroll, but we have lost P4 to Mercedes with that. And look at how close that is. Wow. That is going to go right towards the end of the season. I don't even want to watch the highlights of that. We did nothing but lose positions there, so whatever. There we go. 77 overall now. That's good. No real changes on recognition. Actually, I think we lost about 1%, I think. I don't know. That's awful. What an awful weekend. And we've really got to be looking to bounce back with 5 rounds to go. 5 races to go. Won't be long now till the end of the season. And the next race is Mexico City. So it's a very similar track, to be quite honest. Very, very similar. And immediately we need to look at replacing the turbocharger. And I think the MGUK needed replacing as well. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, definitely they needed doing for sure. Awful from us. Alright. So, protect another part. ICE reliability testing. I think we'll want to do that one after that race, to be quite honest. We'll do the turbo. Awful. We're actually top when it comes to durability, which is interesting. Second to last when it comes to the chassis. We'll definitely want to upgrade that going into next season. So aerodynamics and chassis definitely need doing, but powertrain and durability, yeah, we won't need to focus too much on those next season, I don't think. But yeah, there you have it. That is the end of this episode of F1 24 Driver Career Mode. Wasn't a very successful episode at all. Honestly, our worst Grand Prix yet. And that is just entirely down to my decision. And honestly, I should have just stuck with, if a part has reached 50%, we need to replace it immediately. Because I kept the turbocharger in, not thinking it was going to be an issue. Thinking it weren't going to be an issue. And yeah, it clearly was. So yeah, definitely a mistake I will not make again. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode of F1 24 Driver Career Mode. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all soon for more F1 24. Till next time, peace.